Alright, so we just got back from our camping trip to Washawn up in the Sequoias, and wanted to do another little walk around. I had someone ask for a little more detail on the camper itself, so I'm going to do a little walk around here. So on this truck I put on a front mounted hitch. I think it's got a 500-pound capacity, and I just ordered a basket tray on eBay, and then bought this container at Home Depot that I ended up putting my generator in for backup, just because I used to keep it up in the side compartment, but it's pretty heavy getting it up in and out of there. It's about 90 pounds. It's a lot easier just to keep it up here. This sits low enough so it doesn't affect the cooling of the truck. So it basically is, not an issue to have it up here. And it basically transfers a little weight forward to the front of the vehicle as well. The little ramp thing here, I don't really need it on there, but I left it on just because that kind of tells me where the front of the box is. So if I'm in traffic or whatever, I don't forget that I have this big box on the front of the truck, because I see that ramp tilted up there in front of me. As we come around, you can see the slide out. I've got the slide out. It's a pretty deep slide, as you can see, so it comes in when it's in the truck. You got about, I don't know, 10 inches or so to slip by it to get up to the bed in the front when it's in, or get access to anything inside the camper. And the nice thing is that the slide is forward. It's not to the back of the camper where a lot of slides are on like Lances and stuff. So it's supposed to help with the weight distribution, but the other thing is it allows you to access the restroom at any time without having to get around the slide. So you can open the doors to the restroom and shower, and get to the refrigerator. Pretty much everything that you would want to get quick access to, you can. This big window up here is a double pane window, so it insulates pretty well for noise and for climate. It's got a nice exterior access here, and I use these little storage bins to help keep things organized. They're just little like Tupperwares. I can just throw stuff in them and stack them up in here, and I can get quite a bit of them in here. There's a good amount of storage space. And this area here is also accessible from inside underneath the dinette, but for this area I usually access it from the exterior. This is the patio mount that I put on. One thing that's nice about this patio, the way it's set up now, is that I can access the truck really easily, the camper really easily, when the patio's in or out. I've got the stairs attached to the patio itself, so they'll move in and out with the patio. And then I've got a hitch extension, so I can throw a bike rack on here or whatever I might want to mount on the hitch extension. I added a wireless camera for rear view, so that's kind of nice to be able to flip that on when I need rear view. Alright, as we come along the other side of the truck here, there's a little access panel here. This is basically the controls for the electronic jacks. That's about the only thing that's in this compartment. Coming down below, basically you have your shore power hookup, you have AC outlets, antenna for the TV system if you're in a camping site that has antenna, rear outdoor shower, and this is a flush for the waste tank system. And then basically you have your dump valves and everything for waste down below here. It has a exterior liquid propane attachment, so if you have a barbecue or something, you can attach that here, and then your lights and everything that attach off the truck. Up here is the propane. So you got 2 bottles of propane with an automatic switch. Pretty accessible. You have a little extra space in there to tuck things in if you want to throw a few extra little things in there. As you come forward, this is the extra storage compartment. Like I said, this can hold the Honda 3000 watt generator. Right now I've just got an extra propane tank in there and some leveling blocks, but it's quite a big storage area, and it's all aluminum, so it's easy to clean. But it provides a lot of options for you as far as storage. Alright, so I'm going to come up and around and show the top of the camper one more time here. So again, it is an all aluminum camper. So you got a solid one-piece aluminum roof. I upgraded the solar panel up here. I got the solar panel, it's a 180 watt solar panel, and I got it at Home Depot on sale. They had it online at 80% off. I think it was like a $500 panel, and I got it for like $130. The Thule box is what they call a large size. They have a large and an extra large. That one's a large, but I can put snowboards in there. When we went up to Mammoth and Lake Tahoe, we put all of our snowboards and skis in there. Right now I've got a portable barbecue in there, and some camping chairs and fishing poles and whatever you want to fit in there. Can hold quite a bit of stuff, so it's pretty easy to access off the rear ladder on the roof. And then of course you have the AC unit up here, and you actually have quite a bit of square footage if you wanted to add additional solar panels as well. Or additional storage boxes, I guess. One other thing that I found was actually kind of cool with the slide out on this side is that on a lot of RVs, and I think on campers as well, this slide is on the driver's side of the vehicle, and you can't put it out if you're parked along the side of a road because it would extend into traffic. But being on the passenger side, if you're parked along a sidewalk, you can actually extend this out and not interfere with traffic. So if you're stopping for lunch or something and you want to sit in the camper and have lunch, you know, and you're in town, you can slide that thing out and still be able to use the dinette area and everything nicely. So as we come inside, the previous owner, I think, added this handle for just stability and access. The door has a screen door, and it's also got a privacy window to add light in on the interior. As you come inside, the shower is going to be on the left, the toilet's going to be on the right. You have a really nice refrigerator freezer unit. There's a small storage compartment down under here. You have kind of your main closets, so good capacity closets. You can hang clothes. We've got some drawers in there for extra storage just to pack things away, but it's a nice, very deep closet. You can get a lot of stuff in there. Down below is a shallower storage area. We just put like miscellaneous stuff down here for storage, flashlights, DVDs, that kind of thing. You've got a nice double sink here. There's a large storage under the sink. We put our wastebasket and cleaning supplies under there. Entertainment system here, which is integrated with the DVD player and everything. Convection microwave, so you've got a baking oven as well as microwave. Extra storage up here. We usually put, you know, glasses and plates and paper towels and stuff like that. Got a 2-burner stove, cooktop here. This is the main pantry. Quite a bit of storage in the main pantry as well. It's a very deep pantry. You could also use this as an additional closet if you took the shelves out. This is a full-size queen bed. So this is a residential queen, north-south bed. The area up here for the bed's very large. There's actually even like about 6 inches of space on the other side of it. So I don't know, there might even be some sort of an RV king that could even fit in here possibly. And then we have the TV out here. TV swings around so you can watch it when you're in the dining area, and then it can tuck away when you're not using it. So there's quite a bit of storage on the side compartments. Again, all aluminum. This is like a yoga mat that we use for padding for the bunk bed. There's some little just spaces you can tuck things away when you're stopped and have the slide out. Even when the slide's in, you have, you know, good space back here to tuck things away when you're traveling on either side. This is the dinette. The dinette, of course, converts into pretty much a full-size bed when you have the cushions out. You know, it's a couple inches longer, a couple inches deeper with all the cushions out, so it makes into a pretty good-sized bed area. So it's kind of the size of the dinette. I actually added seat belts in here. I hard mounted them to the framework of the slide out, so that if my wife and kids want to hang out back here while we're driving along, they can safely sit back here and be buckled in the seat belts. The bunk bed that I added is tucked away up here, so I'm going to pull that out in a second so you can kind of see how that's laid out. But basically it's a Lance bunk bed, and then I added these aluminum supports that are tied to the framework of the slide to support it when it's down. And I'm going to fold that out now so you can check it out. Alright, so here it is with the bunk bed down. So again, good space and clearance for the lower dinette bed, but now it has the extra sleeping capacity with this extra bunk. It's got the net, so you don't have to worry about anyone falling out, and it's of course very well ventilated. It's got a zipper compartment so that you can climb in and out easily without taking down the entire net. The net does come down with these little clips, really quick and easy when you're going to fold it away. And the way that it folds away is basically this back part of the panel flips over, which is really cool, and then it then flips up and over the top of the window. So I had to add these aluminum plates for support, again tied to the framework of the slide for the rear mounting and the hinging, but it worked out really nicely, and it makes it a lot more comfortable for your kids to have their own space and you know, be separated instead of having both to sleep in the same bed. If you got 2 kids, or if you got 3 kids, you now have space for 2 below and 1 above. Alright, so I put the dinette table in so you can kind of see how it is with the table in here. So it's a nice sized dinette, easily sits 4 people. It's kind of nice because even as you're sitting here, you can just about reach over to the kitchen area. So if you needed to put stuff on the countertop or whatever that you didn't have room on the table for, you have direct access right across the walkway here to that. Down here is where the battery storage compartment is. The vent there is just part of the heating duct system for the furnace. And then under here, I actually put in a 3,000 watt power inverter and a 280 amp hour lithium battery. So we just went up to Washan for 4 days, 3 nights, and we ran off of this battery pretty much the whole time. We used the oven for a few hours, making dinner on different nights, used the microwave, used the AC power for the coffee maker, watched DVDs and had the TV running off of it for several hours each night, and it basically lasted for the entire time. It is probably not enough to really run the AC unit. I think to run the AC unit we'd have to use the generator, or maybe double up and put a second battery pack in here. But the 280 amp hour battery really did quite well with all of our power needs for a long weekend. Alright, so as I turn around here, I'm just going to come back, kind of show a little bit more of the stuff. So like I said, really large size refrigerator freezer. This has been off for 2 days, and these drinks are actually still cold. You can kind of still see the sweat beating off of them. So pretty well insulated refrigerator freezer, lots of capacity for lots of drinks and food. Good size freezer for any of your frozen foods. So again, if you're going away for a few days, nice to bring some stuff there. Alright, so next I'm going to show the shower. So this Camp Lite actually has a separate shower and separate toilet, which is nice. So this is a really nice size shower. The previous owner added this fold down seat, which I guess is nice to you know, shower off in and stuff, and you're just considering that you are in a fairly tight space either way. But this is also a great storage area. So, you know, when we went skiing and stuff, we threw all of our ski bags in here, and our boot bags with our ski boots and everything. I've seen people put rods across in here to make it additional hanging space for closet, and basically you can, you know, pull your stuff out to use the shower, let it dry out, throw your stuff back in or wipe it down. It wipes down really easily, but a lot of extra storage here if you need it. But it's also really nice to have a separate shower from your toilet and have a dry bath. So I'm gonna close this up, come over here, This is the toilet space. So again, nice sized toilet. Previous owner added some racks in here for storage capacity, but a good size separate space. And again, what's really nice is being able to access these areas, whether it be the toilet or the refrigerator or whatever you need. Even when the slide's in, you can just pull over to the side of the road, come in, use the restroom, come in, grab a cold drink, whatever you need, and keep on moving down the roads. So I wanted to try to get kind of a big view of the whole thing from the back of the bed. Kind of see how big this unit is. It really is a pretty sizable big camper. So anyway, I think that's pretty much everything on the Camp Lite Livin Lite CLTC11. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to shoot me a message on the chat, and I'll try to get back to you.